Living Will DVD Limited is a sister company of Family Album DVD Limited. The company is proud to help you create an everlasting legacy for your family. Our legal director, Mr. Geoffrey Kershaw, has over 40 years legal experience both in the UK and overseas. He will help you to draft or update your will if required, according to your wishes. Our Managing Director, Frank Lowe, has a long involvement with assisting people to relive their family history on DVD. He will help you to create an invaluable family legacy for your family.
Hello, I am Geoffrey Kershaw and I'm a retired solicitor. I want to introduce you today to our concept, the Living Will DVD. I can refer you to our website, livingwilldvd.com. If you go on the website, you'll see me, you'll see other people talking about their wills and what they want to do with it. You have made a similar will.
A similar will.
And am I right in saying what happens is if you should go first, everything goes to your wife, and if you both have passed away, then everything goes to your daughters and something to your grandchildren and something to charities.
That's correct.
Well, this is not an uncommon format. The advantage of the Living Will DVD is that it gives you an opportunity to explain to your relatives, and your friends for that matter, in case they're involved, or the charities, what it is you have done and why you have done it. It seems obvious to me that the reason you've done it is because you want to look after your daughters and maybe say hello and leave something to your granddaughter. And charities, well, one doesn't need a special reason to leave to charity, they need all the help they get.
Exactly.
The third thing that we try to do on the Living Will DVD is to give a message to those that come later. What I feel is that it's a great shame that I personally don't have a video of my father speaking to me, my grandfather speaking to me, my great-grandfather, who I may not have known, telling me about his life and his wishes for the future, etc., etc. This is a new opportunity. Why don't you take it?
Never really thought about it, have we?
No, but I think it's a very good idea. For my point of view anyway, I was orphaned when I was 11, and I have very little trace of my parents. I was adopted by an uncle, so I have some semblance of being able to create part of my family, but
well, both my mother and my father came from very large families. 11 in my father's family and 10 in my mother's family. So I grew up with all kinds of relatives. Some I did not see because I think I had a couple of uncles that had been in the First World War and had died before I was born. But other than that, I have quite a bit of information about them, which I have actually, much of it passed on to my children, or at least told them about it. I've had several careers. The last main career after I left university was to become a lawyer in Canada. So I did that up until the time we moved back to
What made you go to Canada?
I went when I was 19. Decided that I wanted to do something different with my life. I wasn't just working as a secretary, and I wasn't terribly happy doing that. So I decided that I wanted to get away from home and go out and see what else is out there.
Right. And you did, obviously.
I did.
And the cold didn't put you off.
Occasionally.
And Alan, you were involved in the forces
Yes, as I said, I had been adopted by my uncle, and then I finished in Canada. It's called high school, and I went on to university. While I was at university, I joined the military in the Air Force, the Canadian Air Force, and I served with them for 30 years. So that was sort of the start of it. And then I heard of a job opening up at the Canadian High Commission in London. I applied and won the competition, so I was there for another 15 years.
Yes, I would just like to say how much the girls mean to me, because they're not girls anymore, my daughters, and Therese and Jane, and I love you dearly, and with in particular Delaney, and wish her everything special for the future, and a good life and a happy life, and yes, love you very, very much.
Yes. Yes. Well, I just want to say the two daughters have brought a great deal of joy into my life, and I hope I brought a little bit into theirs. We seem to get along very well. So with that, I'm very pleased, and I'd like to say hello to any future generations that might want to see this or be able to see this. And with that in mind, I say all the best to everyone. Cheers.
Beautiful. With their property. Our concept involves making a DVD, a film of you, speaking about your dispositions as contained in your will. You will explain why you have left the property that you've left to different legatees. And we will be able, and anyone looking at the film will be able afterwards to see that you have your faculties, your full mental faculties with you. That is important because today contentious probate cases are up 25%, and we don't want the lawyers to make the money out of your estate. So that's the first reason for being involved with the Living Will DVD. The second thing that we do, as we're doing a film anyway, is to give you an opportunity to leave a last message, to say goodbye to your relatives and friends. What an opportunity for them later on in life to look at you and hear your message where you say goodbye to them. Thirdly, you have the opportunity to leave a message for your future generations. How nice it would be if we could reach onto a shelf and pick up a DVD or an MP4 which was recorded by our grandparents, great-grandparents or great-great-grandparents, telling us about their lives, about their children, about their hopes and aspirations, and their business, the houses they lived in. This is an opportunity for you to leave such a message for future generations. This is something which may become very valuable in your family. I heartily recommend that you go on our website and consider recording your own Living Will DVD. Thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you. Bye.